God declares, "I desire to converse with you at this time." Your expected marvel is ready. Listen to God today, and you will hear excellent news. Avoid the mistake of dismissing this. Please don't scroll, my infant. This is not a normal situation. This is a divine appointment. I, the Lord your God, have briefly halted your progress in order to speak to you. This was not an accident. You did not come to this site by chance. I've brought you here for a reason. I have a powerful message to share with you. However, it is critical that you remain alert. If you choose to walk away, you may lose out on the breakthrough that your psyche has been waiting for. You may miss the response you've been looking for in quiet. Avoid allowing distractions to deprive you of previously prepared material. If you are convinced, please write a remark with the word Amen. You have been waiting for this time. There was an expectation on your part. You had a sense of being ignored, possibly even forgotten. However, I have not forgotten you. Every night, when no one else was aware, I saw you cry. I have heard every whispered prayer, even those you were unable to express out. I am writing to advise you that your miracle is no longer pending. It's prepared. I am no longer in the process of making it. It's been completed. It was already published by heaven. However, your essence must be ready to receive. This is why I am currently contacting with you. Don't underestimate the impact of this event. This is not just another term you're hearing. This is a lifeline. This is the transformation for which you have longed. Although you may not see yourself as prepared, I am. I am the God who heals even if you feel extremely harmed. You may believe that your faith is insufficient, yet I maintain that even a mustard seed of faith may move mountains. I am not asking you to be perfect. I implore you to have faith. Please trust me with your belongings. If you've already had an emotional response to this video, please consider like it right away. It is not meant for numerical use. It's not for the purpose of vanity. It is because you are alerting heaven that you are ready for the decree I have issued for you. You are saying, Lord, I am attentive. I anticipate. I believe your miracle will occur within a specified time frame. And the time is now. You are not late. You're not trailing. You are exactly where I need you to be in order to enable the upcoming reveal. What was previously concealed is now being revealed. What was postponed is currently being resolved. I rejected the enemy's attempt to meddle. I will restore to you the same amount he sought to take. You believed you had lost time, yet I am the God who resurrects years. I shall not just restore what you have lost. I'll multiply it. If you believe your moment has come, write a comment at 1111. It is clear that the adversary meant for you to miss this opportunity. He wanted you to continue scrolling, to be distracted, and to ignore the pull on your spirit. However, I intervened. I interrupted your feed because I want your emotions. I want your attention. I would like you to understand that I am not distant. I am not a quiet person. I'm currently in direct communication with you. You've been selected. You have been selected for favor. You are separate from the majority. This is why your conflict has been distinct. That is why your path has been so taxing. It is because your calling in life is more important. Your name has been called at the highest levels of the sky. Angels have been sent to support your cause. Things are already shifting. Although you may not be able to perceive it right now, do not let your bodily senses overpower your spiritual intuition. I operate in the background. I'm breaking chains, opening doors, stirring hearts, and setting events in motion that will soon crash with your reality. This will be a memorable time for you because it will happen so quickly. You will say that God warned me. He informed me that it was coming. I understand that your spirit is exhausted. I understand that your fortitude has lessened, but do not give up at this time. You have never been closer than you are now. The stress you are feeling is not a sort of punishment. It's labor symptoms. What you've been carrying for quite some time is going to be delivered. Because I was preparing the setting, I allowed for the waiting. Your roots were growing, which is why I let the storm. I permitted the anguish to continue because I knew your courage will be required for the upcoming events. I do not waste suffering. I do not waste time. I do not waste time weeping. You requested a sign. This concludes the matter. You desired confirmation. This is it. I, the Lord your God, am speaking to you. Do not despair. What you are about to experience will be worth every moment you stayed strong. I notice your humility. I witness your obedience even when it seems unreasonable. I see how you kept your grip on me during the pandemonium. This is why I am intervening. That's why your marvel is ready. This is why I advise you not to avoid this. I have protected you from risks that you were unaware were present. I shielded you in silence. I was involved in conflicts that you were not present to witness. I was doing business while you were sleeping. I was building as you wept. Even while you were breaking, I was forming an unbreakable relationship with you. You were unaware of it at the time, but now is the moment for me to reveal previously hidden acts. You are not overlooked. You were not abandoned. You are not neglected. I will show you how much I love you because you are mine. I will accomplish something that no one else could. I will touch hearts that have previously been closed to you. I will bestow favor in unexpected places. I will reshape souls, change the atmosphere, and provide blessings you did not ask for. Testimonies will be presented. Happy tears will be shed. You will experience moments of awe that will cause you to drop to your knees. No, you won't just hear about marvels. You will be residing in one. I will be able to demonstrate that I can still speak, move, and deliver. Do not allow fear to overcome trust. Do not let doubt deprive you of your destiny. I am the same God who parted the Red Sea, stopped the lion's mouth, and walked through fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I am the same God who feeds many, heals the sick, and raises the dead. I haven't undergone any changes. I will repeat the action if I have done it before. I'll complete the assignment on your behalf. Pay close attention and take a deep intake. Avoid making hasty departures from this circumstance. Your attention is currently necessary due to the acts I am taking in your life. Allow the universe to wait. Allow the background bustle to subside. This is a question of personal conversation between ourselves. I am too dedicated to you to let you pass up this opportunity. I am too committed to you to be silent as you go through this trauma. I was at your side throughout the process, even while you were oblivious of my presence. Currently, I want you to feel my presence. If required, you can close your eyes. Allow your emotions to internalize the knowledge. Your performance does not influence my feelings for you. I have committed to this. I'm not entitled to my mercy. That's a given. I believe that mercy cannot be quantified. It's been poured. I'm currently flowing inside you. Strength, hope, transparency, recovery, harmony. It is currently being distributed in its entirety. This signifies the start of a unique endeavor, not a repeat. It's not a cycle. A completely new chapter. A magnificent restart. Furthermore, it is now underway. However, you must choose to receive. You must choose to think that the events I have detailed have already occurred. It is critical that you proceed as if the assignment is completed. Because it is. I stated that your marvel was ready. I refrained from mentioning a possibility. I did not respond promptly. I said it at this time. You only needed a heart that said, God, I am eager to hear your voice. In addition, I detected the murmur. I responded to it prior to your utterance. Blessings bearing your name awaited your heart's opening. The chains began to fall the moment you focused your attention on me. Your surroundings changed. I have invaded your space, causing what was formerly heavy to shift. My presence is not required during a visit. I arrive to live. I arrive with the purpose of recovering. I've arrived to recover what was once lost. I'm not aloof. I am not tardy. I arrive exactly on time. This is a moment of authority. Experience is not required for it to be authentic. Despite your muted feelings, my spirit stays lively. Even if you question my presence, I am already engulfing you in peace. Your emotions may be deceitful, but my word is unchangeable. I assured you that I would never leave you. This includes the present moment. This includes the present moment. I remain when others leave. When others forget about you, I refer to you as mine. Let me explain one point. Your story is not yet complete. I am the author, and I refuse to give up. I am still writing if you are still alive. The suffering you endured was not the end. This was the first configuration. I use stillness to cultivate your foundations. I use the phrase, waiting to build your foundation. I use heartbreak to eradicate what was not designed for the direction I am taking you. Nothing was wasted. There were no arbitrary elements. I use all available resources to help you. Despite your thoughts of immobility, I was there to support you. You felt abandoned, but I was keeping you safe from the wrong people and doors. Certain delays were the consequence of my miraculous intervention, which saved you from a disaster. You asked why I didn't react sooner. I did. I answered in a way that was not immediately obvious to you. My timing differs from yours, yet it is consistently flawless. You will soon reflect on the circumstance and express your thanks to me for not providing you with the aid you thought was required. You are now more resilient, not as a result of your acts, but rather of the injuries I received. You overcame conflicts that were designed to weaken you. That was not a stroke of luck. That was my hand. I defended you even if it seemed irrational. I brought peace to your troubled thoughts. I lifted your head as the weight of existence tried to push you down. I am now empowering you to begin a new path. This is a spiritual transformation. The issue will be alleviated. What was previously closed will begin to reopen. What was before baffling will start to make sense. I'm introducing heavenly precision. I am removing the impediment that was obscuring your perception. You will gain a new perspective on individuals. Opportunities will come your way without your intervention. For what reason? Because obedience earns favor. Also, my darling, you have chosen to believe in the difficult times. Heaven has been beckoned by that obedience. I am moving ahead of you. I am having talks that you have not yet initiated. I am preparing the souls of individuals who will give you blessings. I'm manipulating the scenario in your favor. Pushing through will be unnecessary. My favor will unlock doors that no man can shut. The next phase of your life will be marked by a sense of calm in areas that had previously exhausted you. What was once exhausting will now strengthen you. Your earlier uncertainty will now be used as a lesson. The pain you have endured in the past will be used to heal others through you. There is more to you than the world sees. Gifts that are about to ascend have been implanted within you. Do not hesitate. Avoid underestimating oneself. I did not contact you to assimilate. I contacted you to distinguish myself. You are distinguished. You are my conduit. You are my guiding beacon in a barren landscape. You bring my essence with you as you enter rooms. I'm currently providing it to you. Follow the path of tranquility. If your essence feels agitated, it is not because of my presence. Force is not my method. I refrain from using coercion. I provide guidance. I open doors gently and allow you to pass through them in peace. Pay attention to your intuition. I am leading you even when your mind cannot perceive it clearly, because my essence resides there. Stop waiting till everything makes sense before obeying. Faith does not anticipate the occurrence of ideal conditions. When I speak, faith stirs. I'm not contacting you to handle all of these concerns. I'm calling to ask for your faith in me. Take one step at a time. Take one day at a time. That is the only request I have. I'll undertake the remaining jobs. If you are willing to put your faith over fear, please leave a comment at 333. This modest attempt triggers something spiritual. It is assumed that you will not just obtain a miracle. You are on the verge of becoming one. Your existence will stand as a testament. Individuals who witnessed your agony will see your ascension. They will also recognize that it was I, not aptitude. Connections are not included. Unfortunate. I am. I will be recognized for my contributions to your survival. And you will emerge from this tempest proclaiming, "It was all God." Develop your comprehension of this. You've been selected. You were summoned. You are being observed. You're being detained. I did not neglect your presence. I have not overlooked you. I hold you in great respect. I keep close watch over you. I'm aware of your sentiments. I was aware of your criteria previous to your statement. Additionally, I will provide. Supplies will be provided by me. I shall go beyond my capacity. You are not acting in isolation. You have entered a phase of replied petitions. Things that used to take years will now take milliseconds. You will see the supernatural as the norm. My impact on your life will be so obvious that even your opponents will proclaim that God is with them. Divine acceleration is being applied to your trip. What would have taken a decade will be accomplished in a year. I'll treble the amount you lost in a single occurrence. I am suggesting that you give up control. Eliminate the fear, frustration, and what-ifs. I am not a deity who causes misunderstanding. I'm a divinity who represents clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. I shall meet my duties. I never start a task that I don't intend to complete. You are not impeded. You are not overlooked. You're currently in a state of flux. Transitions are viewed as sources of stress. They feel uneasy. You have that in-between sensation, as if you are no longer in the location you were, but not exactly where you want to be. This is what happens before to the emergence of miracles. Stretching precedes every breakthrough. Pruning happens before each elevation. I'm not placing a penalty on you. I'm now preparing you. I am ensuring that the item I present you with is not too overpowering. I'm preparing you to bear the load of the blessing that will come. You have transcended your past surroundings. This is why antique locations seem oppressive. The same people, rituals, and patterns no longer correlate to your changing identity. That's hardly a loss. That's expansion. I'm altering your environment to match the new development I'm introducing in you. You cannot retain your comfort while making a walk-in call. This is the season to let go of the familiar and grab the extraordinary. Individuals are being eliminated for a specific reason, not out of animosity. I am ensuring your peace. I am conserving your vitality. Everyone is barred from accompanying you to the next level. Don't pursue something I've already eliminated. Refrain from attempting to keep the stuff I have distributed. Failure does not imply abandoning control. It is a privilege that exists on the other side of obedience. It is vital to make room for the new. Receiving with clenched knuckles is impossible. Please allow me to present you with the thing that has been anxiously awaiting your open hands. Your identity is not based on the things you've lost. No, it is not the cause of the problem. The issue is not with the person who left. I'm the source of your identity. You're my offspring. You are not injured. You're evolving. You are not without substance. You're now being refilled. Every scar you have is a proof to your survival. Each tear you shed helped to feed the soil for what is about to grow. Nothing was squandered. I'm using every facet of your story to further my fame. You asked for change, but change requires action, which can sometimes cause tremors. Do not worry about the trembling. I am not destroying items in order to harm you. I am making room. I am currently building a foundation that will last for decades. You aren't creating a moment. You are building a future. You are not advancing solely for your own sake. You are soaring for the sake of future generations. I address you as a superior because others are likely to emulate your conduct. When you become aware of a big change in your life, please leave a comment at 555. The stress you are under does not imply failure. It acts as proof of favor. The adversary would not engage in such a violent war against you if there was no real threat to your life. He notices your brilliance. His vision includes the vocation, potential, and anointing. This is why you have become the target of an attack. However, he was ignorant of how much I had reinforced you. He had not anticipated that you would continue to rise from your seat. He thought the most recent storm would force you to dissolve. Nonetheless, you persevered. I am now enjoying the gift of endurance. I recognize your tenacity. I'm converting each examination into a testimony. Each setback evolves into a setup. You will see it personally. The obligations you have kept will be disclosed. The gifts that you have worked so hard to believe in will materialize. Miracles will no longer be the exclusive topic of conversation. One will have an intimate encounter. There will be a sense of intimacy. I never asked that you be flawless. I asked that you display willingness. I am not looking for polished petitions. I am looking for people with real intentions. You do not have to impress me. You must have faith in me. My affection is not based on my performance. It is based on the concept of promise. Furthermore, I tell you that I will never leave you. I promise that I will transport you. I assure you that I will complete the work I started with you. Despite your doubts, I continued. Despite your leave, I continued to supervise you. My loyalty is unaffected by your feelings. I've remained unchanged. I am your shelter amidst the chaos. I am the tranquility you seek amidst the chaos. During the dearth, I am your supplier. I am the one who can relieve your misery. No situation is too far gone for me. I am capable of correcting any errors. You are never too damaged to be repaired. The reward for hidden obedience is near. The prayers you offered in private. The situations in which you forgave despite the agony they caused. The moments you contributed went unrecognized. I witnessed it all. I'll never forget the value of loyalty. I'm a rewarder. I'm a multiplier. I am the person who watches actions that are carried out in the shadows and brings them to light with dignity. You have sown seeds. Harvest season is arrived. What took years of development will suddenly expand. The thing that was previously immobilized will suddenly move. And dramatic change will occur in what appeared to be an insurmountable scenario. There is no reason for concern about the procedure. That's my responsibility. Your only responsibilities are to ensure preparedness, accessibility, and proximity. I'll handle the specifics. I will guarantee that the right people, timing, and opportunities are aligned. You have entered the domain of answered requests. You are moving through open doorways. You are entering divine appointments. Furthermore, you will not be forced to make any effort. It is likely to run smoothly. The sensation will be correct, because this is correct. I do not condone uncertainty. Clarity is my blessing. Peace will cover you like a blanket, and you will identify it as coming from me. Believe it is for you if your heart is moved, and a voice within you whispers, "This is for me." I'm not pulling a joke on you. I'm not gifting you with hope just to take it away. I am sincere when I say it is ready. Your predicted miracle has been triggered. Your period of expectation is coming to an end. The chapter is coming to a close. Today signals the beginning of the new one. This event is significant. Not tomorrow. Not in the next week. Right now. Faith does not exist in the future. It lives in the present. I will relocate once you are convinced. Not when everything seems perfect, but when your heart says, "God, I trust you regardless." That is the point when miracles begin. In an act of resignation. At repose. In the sacred silence, your soul expresses its acceptance. Just one more time to believe. Heaven is moving as a result of your presence. The things you've been anticipating, wishing for, and crying about are now more real than ever. Your faith has moved me. Also, I'm responding. Being the strongest is unnecessary. Willingness is all that is needed. Willing to let go of the dread. I am willing to rely on my own timeline. Willing to reach out your hands and say, "God, I accept whatever you have for me." It is unnecessary for you to address every issue. This is not your responsibility. Your obligation is to have faith. I'll undertake the remaining jobs. I've never been unsuccessful. I am not about to start at this time. I'm not present. You're experiencing this stirring for a reason. This is because your spirit recognizes the truth. You have a deep grasp of how I have been training you. Regardless of whether your mind is filled with questions, your heart knows I am present. I brought you through fire to purify you rather than kill you. I have guided you through storms not to destroy you, but to provide you a sturdy foundation. Currently, the wind is fluctuating. The wind is moving. What was once damaging to you is now poised to be beneficial. If you are now undergoing a life transformation, please leave a comment at 1212. I am aware of how exhausted you have been. I am aware that you have been unsure whether I understood your message. Yes, I did. I recorded every sigh, silent plea, and supplication you were unable to utter. Furthermore, I am responding in unanticipated ways. You expected me to appear at a specified position, but I am arriving from a different direction. Your tactics are not the same as mine. Furthermore, my relocation eliminates any uncertainties. I'm the individual in question. I've always been the one. You may have felt invisible in the eyes of others, but you were never invisible to me. You've been the focus of my attention since the beginning. Since the time you were born, I have been crafting a plan full of hope, serenity, and destiny. It was not canceled due to the detours. It was not canceled by grief. Delays did not negate this fact. I am steadfast in my dedication, and it is currently taking place. Restoration will be witnessed in ways that have never been seen before. The items that were taken will be returned. Everything that has been destroyed will be repaired. What was once desiccated will now overflow. Not in small amounts, but in excess. I am uncompromising about my blessings. I bestow abundant benefits. I offer my condolences. I am more generous than you could possibly imagine. You have been through a lot of adversity. Now you will prosper. Your patience has been expired. You'll now climb. This is not just for the sake of inspiration. These are instructions. Maintain your proximity to me. Maintain a sensitive spirit. Maintain your tranquility. It is unlikely that everyone will understand the actions I am doing in your life. And that is acceptable. This is a question of personal conversation between ourselves. This miracle is personal in character. And it will be so exact and plain that no one will be able to take credit for it except me. You are entering prepared areas. I was here first. My provisions have been organized. I have favored the way ahead. You will not be obliged to follow what I have already decreed. You will receive it. The appropriate people, the necessary entrances, suitable timing. It is all part of my design. You are not compelled to feel anxious. You do not have to beg. Trust is all that is needed. Please be certain that I am dependable. Even though you are tired, I am not. Even if you are unsure, I am not. I'm unable of going asleep. I'm unable of going asleep. I never feel anxious. I remain consistent. Be seated at tables you never thought you'd be invited to. Speak to those you never thought would hear you. However, you will not be overwhelmed by any of it because I have already provided you with the essential materials. Although you may not consider yourself prepared, I have already provided you with all of the essential resources. Despite the discomfort you have felt, this moment was anticipated, especially through discomfort. I've used each component. You were not built to be vulnerable to damage. You were created to endure. You weren't meant to be devoured by sadness. You were meant to climb in hope. You shall ascend. The valley did not destroy your essence, but rather honed it. Your need for me was not satiated by the desert, rather it was heightened. I'm about to pour my spirit, power, and favor on you in a torrent, not a trickle. Please write a remark with the number 777 to indicate that you believe God is now at work. This is hardly the ending. Rather, it marks a watershed moment. This chapter serves as a prelude to the previous one. Furthermore, what comes next is greater than what you left behind. Your happiness will be restored. Once again, your laughter will be abnormally loud. Your spirit will feel elated once more. You will no longer be in survival mode. You shall flourish in the fullness of my generosity. I am not only presenting you with a sufficient amount, but also with an abundance. I am bringing peace into your home, healing into your body, and provision into your hands. I am bringing your family together, strengthening your psyche, and providing you with a vision for the future. You will no longer meander. You will proceed with assurance. The unknown will not scare you. The person who is already aware can be trusted. I'm in the process of opening doors that no man can close. Your courage will help you get through them. Throughout, you shall act with decorum. You'll carry my glow with you wherever you go. Because this miracle is not solely for you, it is delivered through you. What I do in your life will affect others. They will notice your calmness. Your brightness will be monitored. They will investigate as to what happened. And you will exclaim, God never forget who you are. You are adored. You've been selected. You are safe. You were summoned. You are safe. I will never allow you to sink no matter how deep the sea. I will lift you. I will assist you. I will give you the support of my righteous hand. You have endured in the face of doubt, pain, and silence. However, I am capable of observing everything. I'm speaking directly to your heart because I want you to know that it wasn't in vain. Every war served a precise purpose. Each postponement acted as a placeholder for a better outcome. You're not trailing. What I have provided is just what you need at this time. It is critical that you understand that the future is not determined by your past experiences. I do not hold your errors against you. I won't dwell on your failures. No, I am not planning your future based on what went wrong. I am building it on the basis of my individuality. Also, I am dependable. Exactly like I am. Mercy is something I have in abundance. I forget when I forgive. I restore after I recover. I don't vacillate when I move. Additionally, I am in the process of relocating for you. In the spiritual realm, doors are swinging open, chains are cracking, and mountains are shifting, and nothing can halt the momentum I've already created. You passed through flames that should have destroyed you. However, note how you continue to stand, breathe, and maintain your conviction. Your faith is adequate, despite of its perceived weakness. Having everything in order is unnecessary. You absolutely must keep your grasp on me. And that is exactly what you have accomplished. I respect that. The celestial realm respects that. You are not missed among the crowd. You are observed, chosen, and protected. You requested that I show you a sign, and here is one of them. The sensation that is currently churning in your chest is more than just an emotion. Your spirit recognizes the truth. I'm the individual in question. My voice is the one prompting you to go further. I have been by your side the entire time, even when it appeared that I was acting in quiet. My reluctance was never an indication of absence. It was an act of preparedness. I was hidden in the background, organizing stuff you couldn't see and protecting you from threats you didn't realize existed. If you believe that God has been working in the background for your good, please write a remark with the number 999. I want to serve as a reminder of my identity. When my people couldn't find anywhere else to go, I divided the sea for them. I provided thousands with a sum that appeared inadequate. I pulled water from a boulder. With a single yell, I broke down barriers. I revived the dead. With a single word, I was able to quiet the wind. I remain the same as I am today. I haven't undergone any changes. Furthermore, if I have previously completed this duty, I will do so again, this time for you. You have kept your obligations over an extended period of time. You may also be weary. Perhaps you want to know if it is still on its way. I'm here to guarantee you that it is. You're in the last stretch before everything changes. This is not the time for capitulation. Now is the time to act. I understand that the anticipation has exhausted you. I am aware that you have had days when you felt like you had exhausted yourself. However, I am currently recovering your fortitude. I'm renewing your tired spirit. I will never ask that you walk alone. I am here in front of you, beside you, and behind you. My angels surround you, even when you can't see them. My spirit works in a way that you cannot see. Your faith will soon be translated into sight. The aim of your faith will soon become evident. And when it arrives, you'll realize that every tear, prayer, and sleepless night was worthwhile. You are not meant to live in a condition of fear. Fear has been extremely noisy, hasn't it? Lies are being told that you will never achieve, that life will always be difficult, and that I might have forgotten about you. However, dread does not define your future. I did not give you a spirit of fear. Instead, I gave you a spirit of power, love, and sound mind. You aren't vulnerable. You have not been defeated. You will feel happy once more. Genuine happiness. Not the joy that depends on events going as planned, but the joy that survives in the face of life's uncertainties. That's the kind of happiness I transmit. It is also imminent. You will once again laugh from the depths of your being. You will awaken relaxed rather than anxious. You will be able to breathe more comfortably once more. You will be able to walk with pride because I am restoring not just your life, but also your confidence, voice, and hope. Unexpected benefits, surprising responses, and happenings you did not even ask for are on their way. I am not just replying to the prayer that you mentioned. I am replying to the questions you ignored or abandoned. I've never forgotten. I cherished each request close to my heart. I'm now permitting you to enter the worlds. I am expressing myself in a way that will affect every element of your life. If you're ready to enter the overflow, please leave a remark with the number 1010. You'll notice that I've continuously kept my commitment, regardless of the expectation, despite their agony. Even in the absence of sound, I did not leave. I did not undergo any changes. I have never stopped loving you. My love differs from the love of the cosmos. It is unaffected by the shifting seasons. It is not dependent on performance. It is consistent. It is unadulterated. It is eternal. I have yet to end your story. In actuality, the most beautiful chapters have yet to come. The chapters were full of divine meetings, laughter, restoration, healing, and breakthrough after breakthrough. When people ask about your journey, you will say that it was via me. Why? because it was not accomplished via your own willpower. It was due to my grace, hand, and generosity. Avoid comparing your journey to that of others. Your trip is special. The timing I've set for you is ideal. You have not squandered your opportunity. What is designed for you cannot be confiscated, delayed, or rejected. No one can close a door that I have opened. And what I say now cannot be said later. And I'm expressing this right now. It's time to rebuild faith. Imagine once more. To boost one's optimism. To prepare your heart for upcoming occurrences. Because it is closer than you may think. Additionally, it will emerge unexpectedly, although I have been awaiting it for quite some time. Have faith in that. Believe me. Elevate your sight. Please refrain from inspecting the damaged objects. Please look at me. I myself am the physician. Do not focus on the shortcomings. Concentrate on me. I am the provider. Avoid becoming overwhelmed by feelings of doubt. Please seek refuge in me. I am the source of your tranquility. This is the season when you will say, I didn't expect it, but God intervened. That moment is approaching. Maintain your existing path of action. Continue walking. Maintain your faith. Continue to release control. I'll take you to the point where your physical ability is drained. I will advise you in areas where your comprehension is poor. When you feel like you're losing your footing, I'll be here to help. However, you failed to do so. Also, this is significant. You survived the conflagration without getting consumed. You have braved the storm without succumbing to the elements. This is due to the fact that I have been by your side the entire time. I was the peace in your turmoil, the strength in your weakness, and the serenity in your storm. The opposition has recently attempted to disrupt you because they are aware that your miracle is approaching. He has tried to perplex and tire you, making you feel unworthy and neglected. However, I am here to remind you that I chose you. You were appointed by me. You did not address yourself, and the opinions of others do not invalidate my own. Their consent is unnecessary. You got mine. And once I've given my approval, no one has the ability to rescind it. I hope you will keep your position on that truth. Allow it to infiltrate your bones. You are not disregarded. You've been anointed. If you had not been carrying a powerful object, the adversary would not have participated in such a hard war with you. You have a sense of grandeur. Your goal was not just to survive. Your goal was to achieve victory. This is why you feel so stressed. It is because your existence is burdened with an air of grandeur from above. However, duress does not constitute a kind of punishment. This is the process of preparing. Furthermore, you have been better prepared for the upcoming events than you realize. You've wept, God. When will it be my turn? Also, I heard your voice. Not once, not twice. I've been notified on each occasion. It's now your turn. This is your season to reap. Now is the time to ascend. There will be no more watching others receive blessings and wondering if I have overlooked you. I haven't. I have reserved a certain item for you. A blessing tailored just for your spirit. A marvel bearing your name. If your spirit senses that your time has come, please leave a comment, 1515. The favor you're receiving isn't just about convenience. Calling is the topic. I have instilled you with an energy that needs to be revealed. The period of hiding has ended. The period of dread has ended. I'm summoning you from the shadows. I invite you to embrace your purpose, your courage, and the task I had planned for you before your birth. This favor will allow you to bless others, lead and brighten dark regions. Do not be hesitant to tackle it. Enter it. I will accompany you through every step of the voyage. Some of the confrontations you encountered did not even involve you. It was about what you were carrying. The adversary fears your influence. He is concerned with your obedience. When you say yes to me, mountains, lives, and generations move. This is why you have experienced opposition. However, the opposition is now being overcome. The barriers are being erased. I'm in the process of clearing the way. I predicted that you will advance, and nothing will change that. We should make a final decision on this topic. You are not disqualified because of your past. Not the errors. Not the state of being shattered. Not the actions you regret. I do not desire perfection. I am looking for capitulation. I shall not be discouraged by your injuries. I will not be discouraged by your vulnerability. I do plan on putting these into action. I will turn your most tough experiences into your most impactful testimony. I will build beauty from the debris you thought would bury you. You will ascend not because of your own individuality, but because of the identity I have instilled in you. When you are tired, I am your source of strength. When you're perplexed, I'm your source of clarity. When your emotions become overwhelming, I present you with peace. Surrender is the subject. Abandon all attempts to govern what I have already addressed. Please be confident that I have a complete awareness of the scenario. You perceive bits, whereas I see the entire work. Additionally, it is satisfactory. It is quite beneficial. The way events are resolved will astound you. What looks to be disorderly is about to become coherent. Suddenly, what appeared to be a loss turns out to be a type of protection. What was once impenetrable will now be understandable. I never withheld information from you. I was saving the most amazing stuff for the right occasion. Additionally, the ideal time has arrived. Don't be discouraged if people don't understand the steps I'm taking in your life. This season is difficult for some people to understand. Certain people are supposed to join you for a chapter, not the entire book. Allow them to depart in dignity. My goal is to establish new contacts. People who will inspire you. Individuals who will accompany you in the spirit of sincerity. Individuals who will not compete with you, but will recognize my efforts to your existence. Please leave a comment at 1717 if you are ready to welcome the right people for your forthcoming season. The solitude you've felt in recent times is not symptomatic of rejection. It indicates a period of transition. When I'm about to begin on a new effort, I frequently muffle the background noise so that you can hear me more clearly. I am drawing you closer, not to punish you, but to reveal myself to you in a more meaningful way. You are not being isolated, but rather distinguished. The silence will soon be disturbed. What I've been silently developing will be exposed to everyone. Perfection is unnecessary for your subsequent acts. Faith is all that is needed. I understand how frightening it might be to relocate without a comprehensive plan in place. However, I am not asking you to read the entire thing. I ask that you have faith in my capacity to do so. Follow the process that I'm demonstrating. After that, I'll reveal the next item. This is a voyage of faith. In addition, I will accompany you on foot. Be aware of the warning signs. Take note of my validation of your intuition. Take note of how I've coordinated events that you couldn't have done on your own. Observe how I reclaim the years you thought were squandered. I never waste suffering. I never forget to wait. I never waste a single second of your life. You are about to act in accordance with the divine plan. Doors that were previously impenetrable are on the verge of opening dramatically. Conversations you did not start will begin. Resources will come from unexpected places. I am freeing what was previously hidden. Not because of your acquaintances, but because you are familiar with me. It's time for you to ascend. Not in the future. Right now. Not when everything is flawless. Right now. I am restoring dilapidated sites. I am rekindling the dreams you had previously suppressed. I am reigniting a passion that had become dormant. I'm brightening a previously dark space. Your certainty is my presence. In addition, I work for your company. At all times. You've been patient. You've been convinced. You've endured. Additionally, you will now receive. Keep this. Pronounce it aloud. Proceed as if it had already been accomplished. Because it is. Speaking has been completed. It will come to completion when I speak. What I have proclaimed over you is impregnable to any force in hell. I saved each cry as a seed for the miracle you are going to witness. Nothing has been ignored. I've been methodically tracking every step, trial, and circumstance in which you opted to stick to your convictions when it would have been easier to give up. I am currently in the process of moving in a way that will confirm every promise and silence any uncertainty. You are not here by chance. You were not obliged to read this because of curiosity. You are here as a result of my summoning. Your heart was ready to accept the preparations I had been making. My voice summons your spirit. This is the time to trust, believe, lean in, and know that everything you've been carrying is going to be delivered. You had been expecting with a definite purpose. The moment for delivery has arrived. Although the contractions have been unpleasant, they indicate that something significant is about to happen. This innovation will change your life as you know it. It will completely modify your environment. The weight that has been weighing on you will finally vanish. Your thoughts will be free of the confusion that has been clouding them. The heaviness that has delayed your steps will suddenly go. When I migrate, I do so totally. There are no half measures in my performances. I don't supply partial healing. When I restore an object, I convert it into something new. You have doubted your ability to face the challenges ahead. I must notify you that you have never had the power to generate vigor. It comes from me. I'm the source of your information. Your basis is who I am. Furthermore, your foundation in me will prevent you from collapsing. Storms may occur. Winds can move. However, your foundation will stay intact. As a result of the placement, you can bend but will not necessarily shatter. You may stumble, but you won't fall. I have surrounded you with certainty. If you believe God is speaking directly to your soul at this time, please react with an amen. For a time, consider looking back. Take a look at all the hurdles you've overcome. Consider the cases where you were unable to find a solution. Nonetheless, you're present. It wasn't because you were strong, but because I was carrying you. As a result of my decision to retain you. And if I finished it at the time, what gives you the assurance that I will not repeat it now? I'm the same God. My affection is constant. There has been no change in my strength. I remain faithful in my commitment to you. Yes, I understand that some of your feelings are still fresh. I am aware that you have repressed certain prayers because the agony was too tremendous to bear. However, I implore you to rediscover your hope. Believe that positive things are still possible and open your heart. That thrill has yet to be experienced. You can still have that tranquility. You've been holding your breath for quite some time, waiting for the next hit. However, I would like you to decompress right now. I would like for you to take a rest. He tried to persuade you that I wouldn't be attending. He intended for you to believe that silence meant absence. However, he is a dishonest person. I am establishing that I was present for the entire time. I have been working on the solution in the background. I am now revealing it. I'm now taking a noticeable step. Not only in your heart, but also in your situation. Evidence of my engagement in your life will be visible. Individuals will begin to observe. They will notice the transformation. They will notice the confidence, strength, and pleasure. Furthermore, you will be aware of the person to whom you should express gratitude. Not you. Unfortunate. Nonetheless, because I am doing something that no one else can. I'm restoring what was already lost. What was damaged is now being fixed. I'm reviving what was once dead. I'm doing all of this out of affection for you. Some of you have been anticipating when things will finally change. You've been going about your days, trying to stay positive while still thinking about how long the process will take. I am now notifying you that your patience was not in vain. I've been using it at all times. I've been moving while you've been immobile, making sure everything around you is in order, aligning what needs to be aligned, and preparing what needs to be ready. If you want to trust the timing and believe in the future, please leave a comment at 222. Do not let your past control your future. I am not trying to involve you in a repetition. I'm going to introduce you to an entirely new experience. Patterns that were once limiting are being altered. The recurrent cycles are coming to a close. You will never return to the situations that caused you pain. You won't be limited to the same battles. I'm guiding you into the new season with fresh calm and strength. This time, you will not be obliged to participate in a struggle to prove your membership. As soon as you enter, the doors will automatically open. Not because of your identity, but because of the identity I have in you. You are not without substance. You are not disregarded. You're not irreparable. You are full of determination. Grace protects you. You're joining the fold of heavenly favor. I want you to believe this wholeheartedly, not because it is true, but because I said it. Additionally, creation reacts to my words. When I pronounce anything over your life, everything begins to fall into place. Courage is required for the following chapter. However, I will remain by your side. The words will be delivered to you. I will share my knowledge with you. I will bring you peace. Each stage will include guidance. You will not have to plead for explanation. I will make sure that is clearly visible. You will not be necessary to apply any pressure. I will make sure they are fluid. And the peace you've been longing for is near. The kind of peace that defies explanation. The type that does not change regardless of the environment. The type that comes immediately from my presence. Your story is not typical. You've been chosen for an exceptional opportunity. This is accompanied by exceptional conflicts, but it also results in unusual favor. It will begin to manifest in your professional role, within the context of your relationships, in your spirit, in your soul. I am going to transform you into a live example of my kindness. When people witness you, I'll be able to exhibit my truthfulness. That is what I repair. That I may recover. I will never leave my children. I am not asking you to put any pressure. I am suggesting that you make room. The item that was postponed is finally being released. What was formerly blocked is now being liberated. The heavens are wide above you. Additionally, benefits are beginning to flow. You do not need to doubt your worthiness. I referred to you as worthy when you were first formed. You do not need to ponder whether it is genuinely your moment. I've previously booked this occasion for you. Your name has been discussed in places you've yet to visit. Your future is being whispered into the souls of people you've never met. And, in the near future, everything will be in complete harmony. There will be a sudden connection between what were previously viewed as random occurrences, similar to the pieces of a puzzle, and you will be able to see the progress I have made throughout the project. I am lifting the burden of disappointment off your shoulders. The memories that whispered failure into your ear are being muted. I am healing the wounds that words have caused. I noticed their distrust against you, the method in which you were dismissed, how they made you doubt your worth. Nonetheless, none of that defines you. Actually, I do. I also assert that you have been chosen, favored, and distinguished. Even when you are suffering weakness, I believe you are resilient. I say that you are becoming the person I intended for you to be. You've been exploring the region, unsure of when your turn would arrive. While secretly harboring your own dreams, you watch others receive their benefits, unsure whether you will be the next. I'd like to highlight that you're not being ignored. I never neglect my children. I've been working on drafting your benediction in a way that reflects the weight of your experience. While some may have arrived sooner, you're going deeper. I promise that the goods I offer you with will last. Comment 1111. If your spirit tells you that this is your time, let go of comparison. The path I have you take is unique. You were not required to replicate anyone. You were designed to walk in a light that is unique to you. I didn't create you with the goal of blending in. I designed you to be distinct. This is why your travel has taken on a distinctive appearance. This is why your process was delayed. It is unusual for what is being developed within you. You are not typical. You're mine. Furthermore, my ambitions for you are significantly greater than they look. The forthcoming season will not be defined by striving. It will refer to the act of receiving. You've sown sadness. You will now enjoy the pleasures of joy. Despite the desolation of the path, you have walked faithfully. I am currently encircling you with people that recognize, respect, and support you. Physical strength will not be required to open doors. I'm currently in the process of opening them. You will not have to seek the provision. It's pursuing you. You will no longer be in survival mode. You're entering an overflowing area. I saw that you did not voice your petitions aloud. The imaginations that stay mute. The thoughts you entertained late at night when no one was present. They are audible for me. I have them. I'm now responding to them. Not because you shouted the loudest. This is not due to your own achievements. However, due of my feelings for you. Love drives me to relocate, not necessity. I bless based on my commitment, not my ability to keep it. The principles that appear extinct are on the verge of resurrection. What you thought was over is only being reincarnated in a more favorable form. No, I don't recycle suffering. Yes, I redeemed it. The loss you suffered will not be recouped in the same way. It will, however, return with enhanced health, strength, and tranquility, as well as a renewed sense of purpose and pleasure. I cannot give you what you already had. I have been providing you with the assistance you required since the beginning. Every time you chose to extend forgiveness, when you let go of control, it hurts. Every time you were disappointed, you recovered your faith. Those moments were not wasted. They were the foundational bricks of your miracle. And I'm currently expanding on that. I am creating an entity that will be noticed by everyone as a result of your obedience. When you chose love, you had no idea you were working with heaven. Each time you chose optimism. Change is not imminent. You're on the verge of being the change. People will get to know me through the manifestation of my power in your life. This marvel is not intended just for you. This is for those who are watching, those who need proof that I can still speak, recover, and move, and I will use your story to serve as a reminder. In areas that have only known darkness, you will be a beacon of light. Your calmness will be contagious. Your grin will promote recovery. Your presence will alter the atmosphere as you have survived the crucible and emerged intact. You emerged with a sophisticated appearance. You exude radiance that is derived from the oil pressed throughout your operation. And now you'll enter an atmosphere that transforms spaces based on its genuineness rather than its designation. I have not yet completed contributing to your existence. This is merely the beginning of my ideas. You did not overlook any information. In truth, you are right on schedule. Every moment you saw as a setback was actually a forerunner. I've been organizing stuff in ways that are beyond your comprehension. And now everything is ready to be quickly, clearly, and strongly put into place. Be prepared. Maintain a sensitive spirit. Please keep an open-minded attitude. Let your anticipation soar, because you will see the Lord's kindness in the land of the living. In your house, mind, body, and relationships, not tomorrow or in paradise, but right now. I am the God of the present moment, and I am currently in motion. I've been patient with you, compassionate with your doubts, and kind in your wandering. However, I'm beckoning you to a higher plane. I am demanding your complete surrender, faith, and affirmative answer because the action I am about to conduct requires your full focus. This is not the time to dwell on the past or hang on to it. I am embarking on a novel venture, and it is difficult to bring obsolete fears into a novel future. I will equip you with the required fortitude. I will give you sympathy. I will offer you with all of the required tools, as well as any that you may be missing. I'll provide it as soon as I arrive. You are not alone in feeling this. I am joining you on a step-by-step path to meet all of my obligations. You are promised success. You will not tumble. My hand is on you, and my word will not be null and void. These are sacred place. This event is significant. Don't overlook it. Avoid speeding past it. Allow it to function as your reference point. Allow it to saturate you. Allow it to function as a reminder of both your own and your family's identities. You are adored. You are safe. You've been selected. Your miracle is already on the way. You are now experiencing a release. I am untangling issues, clearing up misunderstandings, and resolving any emotional turbulence in your life. I am aware of the load you have been carrying. I am aware of the silent cries that no one else heard, the hardships you have faced, and the decisions you have had to make. However, I did observe. I've done this on a constant basis. I am now lifting what you could never lift on your own. You have reached the limit of your ability to allow me to begin my adventure in its full. This is the point at which my fortitude is most apparent. At this point, my vow becomes a reality. You received a large sum of money. If you do not open this message, you will not receive your money. Do not wait to open it, otherwise, you will likely miss out. My dearest child, you did not come here by accident. You were meant to be here for a long time before you realized it. Your spirit hears Archangel Michael's voice. You have been awarded a large sum of money. However, you will only be able to accept it if you open your heart today. This should not be overlooked. Please do not leave until the end, as the information I am about to share has the potential to significantly change your life. Consider the possibility that your name is inscribed in a hidden vault in heaven, brimming with riches and gifts. You're currently receiving the key. However, there's a catch. If you do not pay attention now, the prize may not be returned to you. I urge you to stay with me, because you are about to experience something significant. Take a moment to close your eyes and absorb this truth. The number X has already been assigned as your lucky number. Your destiny is written in gold ink on the pages of time. Your day of fame was set for October 18th. Archangel Michael is not simply conversing. He is advocating for your success, freedom, and the return of your money. However, heaven is assessing your adherence to the rules and attentiveness. This message is not an error. It was intended to happen this way. Kindly avoid skipping. Please refrain from scrolling because the next item is much larger than expected. Consider the difficult times you've been through, the prayers you said in your head when no one else could see your tears, and the times you wondered if God remembered your name. Now is the time for the world to respond. At this point, your hands will be full of empty ones. You are on the verge of an event that will only happen once in your lifetime. My child, stay until the end, because each second contains a piece of the truth you've been waiting for. Pay close attention. Archangel Michael informs you that a large sum of money that you did not expect is already on its way to you. It's not just about the money in your bank account. It is about the evidence that God hears us, the evidence that all of your pain has been worthwhile, and the evidence that your time of need is coming to an end. However, if you ignore this or believe it is not important right now, you may miss out on an opportunity. That is why he says, open this immediately. Psst, take it seriously, as you have been chosen. Please stay with me as the revelation is about to unfold. What has been concealed will soon be revealed. The item that was postponed is now readily available. And what you previously thought was unattainable is about to manifest itself in your presence. Kindly avoid skipping. Something of enormous proportions awaiting you. I implore you to pay close attention, my chosen soul, because the following statement is not ordinary. Archangel Michael is instilling these words in your spirit, and heaven has set this date for you. Please do not overlook this. Do not stray, because every word you hear is part of your newfound understanding. This isn't just another day on the calendar. It is a heavenly check with your name inscribed in radiant gold, serving as the seal for your divine wealth transfer. Please stay until the end, as there is a big surprise in store for you. Consider this. How many times have you been on the verge of giving up hope, but a glimmer of hope always drew you back in? The aforementioned light was not an accident. That was Archangel Michael, who was watching over you, carrying your prayers and protecting your future. And he is here to tell you that the money that has been designated for you is genuine. However, it will only be yours if you remain faithful at this moment. Kindly avoid skipping. Do not look away from this message. Your appointment is planned for this time. Please stay with me, because I'd like you to visualize this. A sealed and stamped document bearing your name is present on a table prepared in heaven. That document represents wealth, inheritance, and previously unimaginable opportunities. According to Archangel Michael, the document will only be delivered to you if you open your heart and accept it right now. Would you feel it? Is it possible for you to recognize that a significant event is already unfolding in your favor? Please refrain from scrolling. Stay until the end, as the revelation builds. My child, the money you have been given is more than just a form of currency. It's a divine sign. Heaven's response demonstrates that your prayers were not ignored. It serves as a reminder that God was counting you in while the rest of the world was counting you out. Isn't just a coincidence. This is when heaven encircles you in red ink and declares, "This one is yours." Kindly avoid skipping. Stay until the end, because this is your story being played out in front of you. Right now, you can hear this clearly. You have been chosen to receive an item that is unavailable to others. Your name is inscribed on the scroll of Archangel Michael, who has stood before God's throne. He has declared that your faith has been tested, your tears measured, and your reward is ready. However, the facts are as follows. If you close your ears and ignore this voice right now, the blessing will fade. That's why he's urging you. Access this message. Assimilate it. Claim it. Your name has already been approved in heaven's treasury. Kindly avoid skipping. Something of enormous proportions awaiting you. Please stay with me until the end, as the doors begin to swing open as you listen longer. The lock is rotating. The gate is being raised. Crossing the threshold into your life is the miracle. It is much larger than money. It is the introduction of peace, freedom, and joy into all aspects of your life. This is not just a date. It is a prophecy that has been written for you. Today, you're entering by remaining, staying, and holding on. Allow your heart to remain calm for a moment, my dear soul, because the information I am about to reveal will be beyond your comprehension. Archangel Michael informs you that you have received a large sum of money. However, this offer is only available to those who read this message. It will only be visible to those who stay till the end. Avoid skipping this section because each word brings you closer to the point where everything changes. You will soon discover a massive object. Consider instances in your life when you sowed kindness seeds in secret but received no harvest. Despite your diligent efforts, you felt as if you had accomplished nothing. Despite the fact that your heart was pure, you were ignored by others. Heaven took in every detail. There were no losses. Every act of love, every tear, and every night's insomnia have been documented. Archangel Michael declares that your recompense has arrived on this specific day. Please stay until the end, as this isn't a dream. That is the truth behind your divine reward. Imagine walking down a golden hallway lined with doors. Each door has its name inscribed above it. You continue until you find one that is brighter than the others. You examine it closely, and there it is. Your name. Behind that door is a treasury of items prepared specifically for you. However, this is where the puzzle lies. The door can only be opened if you are alert. Do not scroll if you value this moment and want to pay attention. Refrain from wandering. Please stay with me, as your attentiveness is critical. Archangel Michael is currently raising his sword to clear any obstacles that may have impeded your progress. He is removing every impediment, every invisible force that was preventing you from achieving your goals. And as he does so, the money that has already been written for you starts to move. It's like the unstoppable force of a river dam finally breaking open and flooding into your life. However, the flow is only available to you if your heart is open at this exact moment. That is why you must refrain from skipping. An enormous revelation is about to occur. Do you understand the significance of this moment, my dear child? Wealth isn't the only factor. It is evidence that your name has been remembered by the heavenly realm. Proof that you are not forgotten. Evidence that the universe's creator was preparing a table just for you when you felt the world turn away. Today is your day of abundance, release, and remembrance. Please stay until the end, as the story is still being told in heaven. Pay close attention. Archangel Michael says the blessing is inscribed with your name in fire. It is not available to any other person. Only you can touch it. Everyone else finds it too difficult, whereas you find it effortless. Retain this moment. Every second you spend here, you receive more, superior, and faster blessings. Each moment you devote to listening is another step closer to the prize that has been reserved for you. Kindly avoid skipping. Please wait till the end. My dear child, you're in for a big surprise. Draw closer, as heaven is about to reveal a scroll bearing your name in bold letters. Archangel Michael advises against skipping. Do not avert your gaze. The message is about to reveal the very thing for which you have been praying. This is not just a date. It is the key to unlocking a divine inheritance, a one-time release of abundance. Please stay until the end, as there is a big surprise in store for you. Consider this a divine encounter. Heaven and you are seated across the table. A sealed envelope sits on the table. Money is not the only item in that envelope. It is the answer to prayers you thought were long forgotten, bringing freedom, peace, and joy. However, the facts are as follows. The seal will only be broken if you persevere to the end. If you depart prematurely, the letter will remain unopened. As a result, Archangel Michael urges you to remain steadfast. Avoid skipping the unveiling which is currently taking place. My child, imagine the sound of chains crashing. Debts, constraints, delays, and obstacles are represented by those chains. They're breaking one by one as you listen. Heaven is indicating that the wealth that has already been allocated to you cannot be postponed any longer. This was not an accident. This is by divine design. You've been selected. You've been appointed. You're remembered. Stay until the end, as the story goes beyond your wildest expectations. According to Archangel Michael, the message is far more important than the money, which is already on its way. You are not overlooked. You are not neglected. You aren't invisible. Every seed you planted in secret, every good deed you did when no one noticed, and every sacrifice you made when you could have chosen selfishness has been accounted for. And now, heaven is repaying you in such significant ways that people will be surprised when they see the items that have been placed in your possession. Kindly avoid skipping. Stay until the end. There is enormous potential for you. Pay attention. Every second you spend in this location, every word you hear is like another lock being broken, a gate being opened, and another door swinging wide. What was once considered impossible is now becoming a reality. What was once thought to be far away is now approaching. The day you begin a new story has been surrounded by heaven itself. Archangel Michael is on guard, ensuring that no one else takes what is rightfully yours. Please stay until the end, as your story is just beginning. My dear soul, here is your chance to ascend. Heaven does not only release money, it also releases honor, restoration, and divine confirmation that you have been chosen. What you thought to be irretrievable will be multiplied. What you thought was impossible is now taking shape in your vicinity. Kindly avoid skipping. Stay until the end. Something of enormous proportions awaiting you. Oh, my dearest child, do you get it? Something beyond your imagination is pervasive in the atmosphere. Archangel Michael advises against skipping. Refrain from leaving, because every second you spend here brings you closer to the blessings of heaven. This is not a normal day. It is the day that God Himself has set aside to release what was previously withheld, to deliver what bears your name. Please stay until the end, as there is a big surprise in store for you. Consider your life as a book filled with chapters of silent endurance, sacrifice, waiting, and pain. Some pages were soiled with tears, others were inscribed with loneliness, and some were left blank due to the unknown of what would happen next. However, the facts are as follows. Heaven is about to write a new chapter, and this one will be about abundance rather than scarcity. This is the chapter in which your story moves from sadness to happiness. Please refrain from scrolling. Please refrain from skipping, because the page is about to turn in front of you. Archangel Michael, my child, is raising his voice, proclaiming that the money you were given is more than just currency. This demonstrates that you have not been forgotten by heaven. Evidence that your belief in the unknown was not in vain. Proof that God saw your sacrifices, even when they were invisible to others. This sum of money indicates that your period of anticipation has ended. However, pay close attention. It will only be delivered if you remain vigilant at this time. Continue to be attentive. Please stay until the end, as this is when your miracle is revealed. Visualize this. A heavenly courtroom. Angels serve as witnesses. A scroll is unfolded, and your name is inscribed on it, along with the words abundance, favor, and release. Heaven rules in your favor as the judge's gavel falls. Archangel Michael then delivers the verdict. Wealth has been distributed. It's yours. This courtroom vision is currently playing out in the realm of spirit. However, in order to see its manifestation in your life, you must not ignore any of the words. Please stay with me until the end, as heaven continues to communicate. My soul was sealed as a symbol. It is the harmony between the timing of heaven and your earthly existence. This was not an arbitrary decision. This is decided by divine wisdom. Nothing can be canceled when heaven calculates. Your name has already illuminated the halls of blessing. Standing at the gate with Archangel Michael will protect your possessions from theft, distraction, or delay. Kindly avoid skipping. Stay until the end. Something of enormous proportions awaiting you. Please listen to me. Others are about to use your life as a testimonial. Individuals who had reservations about your qualifications will notice the awards you have received. Individuals who have abandoned you will ask how you were able to resurrect, and you will realize that it was not due to luck or chance. It was a deliberate gift from heaven that was engraved on your destiny. This is your opportunity, your miracle, and your legacy. My beloved child, stay until the end. Please refrain from skipping because the story is still developing. Lean in close, beloved soul, for heaven has not finished its work with you. Archangel Michael advises against skipping. Do not avert your gaze. The information you seek is contained within these words. This is not just a date. This is a prophecy. It acts as a gateway to your success. It is the precise moment when your hands will finally grasp the object for which your heart has prayed. Please stay until the end, as there is a big surprise in store for you. Consider this. How many nights did you whisper your prayers into the darkness, unsure if anyone was listening? How many times have you expressed your emotions and been met with silence? However, you are here today, and heaven is proving that every word you spoke was heard. So, Archangel Michael carried your prayers before the throne like flames, and now those flames have transformed into golden blessings that are about to descend on you. Please refrain from scrolling. Please do not pass this up, as it serves as confirmation that your prayers have been answered. Imagine walking through a grand hall adorned with treasures, where the walls are flanked by jewels, the floors gleam with gold, and the air is filled with angels' melodies. One chest stands out from the others because of its radiance. A closer look will reveal that your name is engraved on it. The chest is locked, but Michael has the key and commands, "Stay, listen, and receive," because the key can only be unlocked if you do not leave. Kindly avoid skipping. Please wait till the end. Something of considerable magnitude is about to manifest in front of you. Pay close attention. This gift is not just for financial gain. It refers to honor. It refers to the restoration of items. It is intended to show everyone that the person who maintained their integrity throughout the storm will be able to get through it with ease. Heaven is informing us that our wait is over. The time for waiting is over. The collection has been released. However, it is critical that you address it immediately. Kindly avoid skipping. Please refrain from scrolling. Attend until the end, as revelations continue to come from above. Archangel Michael is vigilant in protecting your soul, my dear, and ensuring that no one else takes what is rightfully yours. Your legacy is indelible. We will secure your assets. Heaven, on the other hand, wants you to pay close attention because this message serves as a bridge between the promise and its fulfillment. This is imminent, but not tomorrow. You can hear it calling you right now. It encourages you to stick with your commitment until the end. This opportunity should not be missed. Please pay attention. This is not a case of chance. The topic of this discussion is fate. You were chosen to achieve what others were unable to. You have been chosen to enter a realm of blessing that will surprise those who thought they were familiar with you. It will eventually arrive. Money, abundance, and recuperation. Nonetheless, this is contingent on your heart remaining in the present moment. Kindly avoid skipping. Please wait till the end. Heaven is only beginning to reveal a vast image to you. I will not hesitate to inform you of this, my dear child. Heaven is revealing something that has been kept secret for years. Archangel Michael advises against skipping. Do not give up control. The treasure written in your destiny is closer than you may think. Your life has begun a new chapter with the arrival of heaven. It is recommended that you stay until the end, as a significant surprise awaits. Consider times when you were on the verge of surrendering. Heaven recalls the exact moment when your heart felt too heavy to continue and everything told you it was over. The tears you shed behind closed doors were saved like jewels in a golden jar. Today's news comes from Archangel Michael. The jar is currently being emptied. These tears are turning into wealth and these aches into nourishment. Please refrain from scrolling. Kindly avoid skipping. The words you're hearing right now are unlocking that door. My child, imagine a golden door that towers over the mountains. Because it had been locked for so long, you assumed it would never be unlocked. However, as you continue to listen, you can hear the lock open and close. The hinges make a creaking sound. The door begins to fully open. It is not purely financial in nature. There is also spiritual honor, opportunity, joy, and peace. Heaven confirms that your name is inscribed on this door. Maintain your presence until the end, as the door expands at an increasing rate. Pay close attention. According to Archangel Michael, this gift was delayed but never rejected. The perpetrators of evil tried to conceal it. Individuals try to obscure your presence. Regardless of the obstacles, God's writings cannot be eradicated. This money is not intended for recreational use. That's the statement. It will remove all uncertainty. Everything that is incorrectly stated about you. This will show that the person who maintained their integrity in private is rewarded in public. Kindly avoid skipping. Please wait till the end. My beloved soul, there is a significant event taking place right now. The 18th of October is more than just a day. It is evidence that heaven kept its promises to you. The sun's rise on that date will confirm your existing knowledge. Archangel Michael is nearby, obstructing any obstacles that could prevent your gift from reaching its intended recipient. As a result, he encourages you to stay and listen rather than clicking away, because your gift is already on its way. Consider this. The metal boxes that angels transport are each labeled with a name. They have wealth, opportunities, and gifts. As they pass, one angel comes to a halt in front of you. He looks at you before handing you the envelope. It features your name in large, luminous letters. This is your opportunity. This counts as evidence. Kindly avoid skipping. Please wait till the end. Heaven will make certain that you do not overlook the significant opportunity that awaits you. My dear child, this message is unlike any other you'll receive. Listen with your heart. It is a divine secret that works in your favor. Please do not overlook this. Please do not flee, as this time serves as a bridge between your previous adversity and your impending prosperity.